Welcome to the Obesity Medicine Podcast with your host, Dr. Matthea, board certified in internal medicine and obesity medicine. Here, we talk about a path to metabolic health, and we have real conversations about chronic weight management and living a full life. Just a reminder, I am a physician, but I'm not your physician. So everything that's on this podcast is for informational purposes, but please go talk to your doctor about what's right for you. There is no medical advice being given on this podcast. Welcome back to another Your Friday 5. So I want to talk today a little bit about how mastery matters, okay? And I was watching this talk a while back here. It was a virtual conference that I was attending, and this speaker was just otherworldly. The level of which not only the stories and how they were connecting things, but they were so present with the audience. Like, it was very clear that there was not this slides on the stage that they're going through all scripted. They were so connected with the audience. They were able to pivot based on things that were said. I was blown away. And even before this speaker said anything, I sat there and I thought, wow, this person has done this for a long time. This person's getting out. And the speaker disclosed how many talks they'd given. I'm going to give you a second here just to guess how many you think, for me to be just blown away how many that this person gave. I thought, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000, 13,000 was the answer. 13,000 talks for this person to be able to get up and just blow me away with how amazing it was. And what it made me think of is, wow, what went into the mastery of that moment. And I think about, we talk about this a lot, right? How we're trying to develop new habits, and then we think instantly things are supposed to be easy, which of course they can't be because we've never done them before. There's discomfort involved in the beginning. We're not familiar with them. We make errors because we don't know what we're doing. And then we think somehow it's like a moral failing. And if you stopped chasing new, novel, weird things to do and you focused on the basics and you really mastered those, how much further would you come? I was sitting there with this person thinking, they were not doing this version when they started out probably 20, 30 years ago. They were probably doing something really simple. And this person was actually joking how their first book had, 30 chapters and was only 80 pages. And they were saying how bad quality it was and that they wanted the publisher to stop making the book because they knew it was so bad, the first one. This person's written dozens and dozens of books. And they said, look, I'll buy them out. But they're like, no, people buy them, so we won't stop making them. But think about, in your life, can you stop chasing novelty and focus on the basics so that you can get some mastery over it? Mastery requires you to focus on less things and do it really well. It's not a constant new thing you have to do. Now, you might get confused because you hear me sometimes say, well, what got you here doesn't get you there. Don't be confused. You've solidified certain things, but you've let go of a lot of other BS that didn't serve you. And so what ends up happening is you over time are really refining down. This is what matters. This is what doesn't. I'm going to give you an example. Here recently, my skeletal muscle went up and I was really proud of it. And I thought, honestly, guys, I was like, this is BS because I've never done less strength training. But you know what I have been doing? Really, really, really long walks. And I have been doing some strength training completely consistently for months. So about 5 minutes in the strength room. Every so often with walking around that track, I do a few squats. And what I thought to myself, yeah, it's a small amount of strength training, but it's never been more consistent. Other periods, I would be going balls out for a month or two, and then I would drop off for 3 weeks, and then I'd be all in, and then I would drop off for 2 months, and then I'd be all in. And I always had good reason for it, by the way, like, oh, I'm really hungry or this or that. I always had a lot of legitimate reasons that I could say that. But you know what changed? Even when I would get very hungry with the strength training, I'd say, okay, we're going to cut it back to XYZ, but I didn't 100% eliminate it. And I was more and more consistent with it. And I allowed exercises, given the genetic mutation that I have where I don't deal well with a stress response, the walking does not trigger me at all. I feel fantastic at the end of it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to lay down and recover. You hear these people that say, I don't feel super amazing after workout. Yeah, I can tell you the genetic problem that you have. Like it's, if we were to get a test, we would see it. But the point is, why did the muscle go up? Super consistency with less. Doing the walks that really serve me well. Consistent protein every single day. There is no day when, oop, we just didn't get protein. No, it's happening. So there's mastery of less things. tweaking the smallest things, not going crazy adding new products, but taking the same protein drink and tweaking, when am I having it? How am I having it? I started to put in this snack between lunch and dinner because I was noticing, sometimes this would happen at dinner. And I actually did better when I had one of those strawberries and cream, those Built bars that I'm obsessed with. I'm sorry if none of you can get them because they're sold out 24/7. I literally, don't even judge me. I got like 10 boxes last time. They're lasting for a while in this house. Okay. Yeah. And I'm happy for people to have them because we finally have enough. But yes, that helped me, little tweaks, not massive overhauls, not trying to find a new program, a new way, small tweaks so that I can be a master of what's happening. So look at your life. I want you to think about, am I chasing novelty and new and different and a new beginning? Or am I actually mastering the basics of what's required here, making small pivots in that? You always know that someone's a master because they can solve the problem really quickly. They're not entirely redoing everything. It's like a lot of the times when I talk to people, within the first 5-10 minutes can see exactly what they need to do. But it's because I've worked with people in this area for a long time. I can look at their InBody, their nutrition log, hear what they're saying, and think, boom, 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 are the things that's going to get them the furthest. It's mastery because I have a limited scope of what I'm doing. This is what I'm become really great in. All these areas that are the intersection of actually being able to manage this long term, that is what I do. So for you, if you're wanting to work on your health, you're going to have to become a master at it. And that does not require messy action all over the place. It's focused. You change small things and you are really a master. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Gentle reminder, if you want to do the September 30/30 program, this is the time to register because we need time to ship you physically the workbook that goes with it. I am incorporating this time more of the working genius types. If you've ever read that business book in the past, because I see lots of relationships with how that relates to our health. And so that's entirely new content. That is something that I think is going to change not only your health, but also how you deal with work and what you do there. If that's something that you want to explore, we're going to be bringing that more into this next round. Make sure that you sign up now because otherwise there does come a point, it's about 2-3 weeks ahead of time, where we just can't mail you it anymore because we ask them to mail it to you when you sign up. We don't have a bunch sitting at a location. And so that just takes time for them to do that. If you're wanting to do that round, gentle reminder, this is probably one of the last weeks that you can register. So the link for that will be in the show notes, and I hope to see you there. All right, have an amazing rest of the weekend, and we'll talk soon. That marks the end of today's episode. But if you're newer to the podcast, I want to tell you about something that we have, and it's a free podcast roadmap. So this is perfect for any of you that are listening where you want to be directed to very specific episodes. So let's say that you are just starting out and you want to know, what should I do right when I start on the medications? Or you're experiencing certain side effects on the GLP-1s, or you want to know what to do if you're in a plateau, or if emotional eating is taking over, or if hunger levels are high. So we have many different categories of episodes that we've talked about because there's a lot at this point. So if you want to be able to navigate that very easily, we have it broken down by category and also the episodes that are there, and we hyperlink to everything. So you can just click on it and find the episode, easy peasy. If you want that, you can go to rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. We'll have it linked right here underneath the show notes where you're listening, and you can go ahead and get that free resource so that it makes it easy for you to navigate, because I know that it's really hard when someone has an established podcast. I am such a podcast fiend. I'm listening to podcasts all day long. And when I find one that I love, but there's a lot that are out there, I am so lost. So I hope that you enjoy this free podcast roadmap. Again, the link to get to that is going to be rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.